Welcome to Rock Solid Productions, where in this video, we finally did it. We subscribed to Video Games Monthly. This is our first box. Let's check out what we got. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Gary here with Rock Solid Productions. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, I just want to take a second and say thank you for stopping by and checking out what we have going on here. It really does mean a lot to me. If you like what you see here, check out some of the other videos we have here on the channel. We have tons of videos featuring tips and tricks, going to different conventions, tutorials, how-tos, product reviews and unboxings, and a whole lot more. And if you really like what you see here, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. That way each and every time we upload new content, you're kept the most up to date. I really do appreciate everybody who does come check out each and every one of our videos. So I finally did it. I've been thinking about it for a while. I have subscribed to Video Games Monthly, and for those of you who have never heard of it, basically with Video Games Monthly they have a number of different tiers that you could subscribe to, and the best way I can describe it is think of GameFly, but you get to keep the games, and they're retro games too. They have a ton of different systems you can go ahead and say that you own and you collect for, and you can also go through and block out what games that you already have, so that way you don't get duplicates. I didn't do that, so I'm expecting probably to get some duplicates here, just because, well, when you've got 100 some there and you have another 75 some sitting over there, the odds of me having almost a third of the collection already getting a duplicate pretty high, at least on the NES side of things. Now, I've seen other creators that have subscribed to Video Games Monthly for quite some time. I know JLove81 does it. Back in the Day Gamer has got great unboxing videos each and every month. Well, he tries to do them every month as best he can. Make sure you check him out if you haven't done so already. I will have his channel linked up there where you can go ahead and check out Back in the Day Gamer. Now, what he does too is not only does he unbox this, he also tries a different beer every month too. I'm not a drinker, so not my thing, but something you might be interested in. So the tier that I've subscribed to is the 3 games a month tier, which I think is like $35.99. And there's taxes and shipping and other happy fun stuff like that on there too. Enough talking. I want to find out what I got. Let's hit the bench. So looking inside the box, we have a Video Games Monthly bottle opener, which, since I don't drink, not a huge deal for me, but good to know. And then let's see, win 3 free games. Simply share a photo of this month's box on our Facebook page. 2 random winners will receive 3 free games in next month's box. Well, I'll actually be doing a video, so we will share that to them when this goes live. Also, let's see, 1UP, congratulations, you have received a free game. Thank you for being a Video Games Monthly subscriber. Oh, cool. So I've got 4 games now instead of just 3 that I signed up for. Already, I can see, well, I should have updated my list because I can see games I've already got. Here is Super Mario Bros. 3, which looks pretty decent. Spy Hunter. This one looks a little bit rough. It looks like the outside of the game itself needs to be cleaned up. Conscheiden for the Master System. And then we have Blades of Steel, one of the best games ever for the NES. Now, one of the things I want to do is, looking at these games, I've always wondered, how clean are they out of the box? Do they go through and do they clean them up? Do I have to clean them up with 1UP cards or Bright Boy or anything along those lines? So what I'm going to do, we're going to crack these open one by one. Now, to open these guys up, you will need a 3.8mm game bit, and we're going to start off with Blades of Steel. And you know, the cartridge itself, the outside looks pretty decent, but looking inside at the pins themselves, I mean, they don't look bad. You can see some dirt and stuff on there, but they're not terrible at all. Taking the board out of the cartridge and looking at the other side, yeah, not too bad. I won't worry about hitting this with Bright Boy. I'll just go ahead and use some 1UP cards on here just to make sure that they are cleaned up. Looking at Spy Hunter, very similar. The outside of the cartridge actually looks pretty dirty on here. I will be hitting that with some, like I use Dynamite Absolute Force. It's from an RC manufacturer that I used to work for, and it just works really, really well at cleaning off plastics and molded composites. Looking inside at the pins, again, they don't look too shabby here. Some signs of wear and tear, but nothing too bad. Super Mario Bros. 3, such a classic. This one is in pretty decent shape. There is a little bit of discoloration on the cartridge itself, and there's some marks on the label that I might see if I can clean up later on. Now, Now this one, the pins do look like they're a little bit dirtier than the other two, even though the cartridge looked pretty good. Looking on both sides, I mean, yeah, we'll throw it in the system and see if it works and how it works. But overall, these three don't look too bad. So overall, how did I do value-wise? Well, when you take the 3 NES games and you add the value, and I use a free app on my Android phone called GameEye. It says they're 28 bucks. Yeah, I spent $42 for the subscription this month. But that is where the gang over at Video Games Monthly, they did me a solid and they sent this Kenshiden, which is $15 on its own. I broke even essentially with what we have here. Now, again, it's one of those things where I think if I had gone through and actually had my stuff set properly as far as my library, what I have, what I need, what I want, what systems and so on and so forth, I would have had a better chance of not having duplicates like what I have here. Part of the duplicates is A, these are commons, B, I've got a big collection, so there is that. I am really interested in testing out Kenshiden. I've heard of it. I don't exactly remember what it is. I'm hoping it's decent, but the fact that they do Master System games, I'm digging that. The pins overall looked pretty good. I do have Super Mario Bros. 3 playing here. Let's take that out and we will throw perhaps the greatest hockey game of all time, Blades of Steel, in. And while that fires up here, because it's got to go through my capture card and everything, it is really, really important that you go through and you update your library if you are going to do this. Now, I do one thing, you can have up to 200 games in your library, and I can see Blades of Steel fired up right behind me. That's a good thing. You can have up to 200 games listed in your library per system. I understand that they're trying to keep people from saying, I have everything except for this one game, and that's the one game that I want. Well, if they don't have that available to send out to someone, you won't get anything in that month. Also, be aware, so I signed up in the middle of February. I figured, okay, they'd go ahead, they'd charge me. Within a week or two, I'd have my box. Well, today is March the 5th, and my box just got here today. The reason being, they ship everything out towards the beginning of each month. I didn't get billed until March 1st, so March 1st to 5th, that's how long it took for them to charge me. Ship this out, not too bad. Let's check out Spy Hunter here too. I did, the pin quality looked decent. I did have to use my 1-up cards a little bit on Super Mario Brothers. It did load right away, but it had like some streaking and some lines on the game. My 1-up card with some 1-up cleaning solution took care of it just fine. No big deal. I will go through and kind of clean each of these up both inside and outside before I go ahead, and Spy Hunter fired up too, before I go ahead and, well, what I'm going to do with these, because the NES games are duplicates, I am heading to the Midwest Gaming Classic at the beginning of April in my hometown of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. If you come to my panel that I'm going to be doing, or if you see me walking around, if you say, hey, do you have any of the Video Games Monthly games left? Games. Do you have any of those games left? Whatever I have left, if you see me on the floor, you get one of whatever I've got left. First come, first serve. I will be there on Saturday and Sunday walking the floor, and like I say, we'll have a panel going on at the show too. So it is one of those things that we're going to get back to the community a little bit here too. It is, like I mentioned, not only vitally important that you have your library up to date, but you do so within 7 days of the end of the month, because as it says right on here, visit our website for an up-to-date list of available systems. Library must be updated 7 days prior to the end of the month. So what I'm assuming is they probably start kind of setting everything aside for who's going to get what and where based on their subscription levels at that point in time here too. And again, we hope you enjoy your latest box. Please update your library on the website by adding these games and any other games you may have acquired. All updates to your gaming library must be made 7 days prior to the end of the month. One thing I would really think that would be cool if they could do is, I know a lot of people use GameEye, and I can create an export report to show what systems I have and what games I had. If there'd be a way that I could import into my profile on Video Games Monthly, that'd be awesome. There are a number of tiers on here too. So like I say, I did the 3-tier game. They included a 4th just because of what they sent me for the other things. They had to hit that value, and I really do appreciate it. Is this something that you have done or that you would consider doing? Have you thought about it? Does this help you make that decision? Now, if you go sign up on Video Games Monthly's website, do me a favor. There's a referral section to ask, how you found out about them. Just throw my name in there. That way they can at least see how you found out. I don't get any bounty or anything like that for it. It's good feedback for them to let them know, hey, you saw that information here on this video. Now, if you do have any other comments or questions about Video Games Monthly, about retro collecting, about how to clean your systems, how to clean your games, leave it down in the comments section. You can also go ahead and email me at rocksolidmail@gmail.com. Hit me up on Twitter at RockSolidStudios, Facebook at facebook.com/RockSolidProductions, and on Instagram at instagram.com/RockSolidProductionsGK. Now, if you do need to get your hands on any cleaning equipment, one-up cleaning cards, cleaning solution, or system cleaners, or any kind of accessories for your retro or modern systems, head on over to CastleManiaGames.com. Ryan carries the full line of one-up cleaning products, and the cool thing too is he has what's called Castle Cash, where the more you spend, the more you earn that you could use towards future purchases. And Castle Cash, it's exactly like cash. So if you've got 20 bucks in Castle Cash, you've got 20 bucks to spend on the site. And like I say, he does carry the full line of one-up cards, including these itty-bitty ones for the Game Boy games. Also, this is the way that I actually prefer to clean N64 games. It's just a lot easier to get in there too. Now, you can also use promo code ROCKSOLID10 to save 10% off of most items on the website. Thank you, Ryan, for going ahead and providing all those features and benefits to anyone who's looking to add to their collection. Now, if you do want to help support the future of Rock Solid Productions so we can do things like buy new microphones, get new lights, new cameras, new games to test out, you can do so in a couple of different ways. First and foremost, head on over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/rocksolid. For as little as $1 a month, $12 a year, you get exclusive early access to all of our content, exclusive content, and a whole lot more. You can also head on over to our Teespring store on screen right now, where we've got t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, and more, where you can rock some Rock Solid Productions swag. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I want to hear what system, if you could collect for, what would it be? And if you like what you see here, if you want to see more, if you want to see every month that we're subscribed to this, we'll do a video and an unboxing showing you what we got. Do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification. I know I hit that when I said subscribe, so whatever. But hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and that bell notification. That way you're kept up to date with everything we do upload. Neat service so far. I'm glad that I understand it now a little bit more than when I initially signed up, because I'll admit, I was kind of pissed that I didn't get my games in February, and then I realized, oh, they don't send them out to the beginning of the month. So it's something for you to be aware of. I was also thinking, hey, they double billed me. No, they never billed me in February. I didn't get billed until the 1st of March, so be patient. So like right now, if you were to sign up when this is posted in the early part of March, you will probably see your first box in April. I am Gary. This is our look at the Video Games Monthly package that we got for this month. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you soon.